Okay, hello. I just started streaming, according to the archive. All right, that installation script is over, finally. I think they changed that menu and it's confusing me. Okay. So, I think I'm almost done with this. Here. Yeah, 100%, 33%. So, I gotta confess to something. Um, I normally don't do this, but the last puzzle kind of scared me a bit. I did play it offline. I didn't go through with it, but I did solve it. So, like, I was running around here for a long time at the end of the last stream, and I was pretty drunk. And so, on, like, Monday or Tuesday or something, I opened the game so I could look at it offline. Because this looks scary and weird, and I didn't know what to do with it. But, it actually didn't take me that long, like 5 minutes or something. So, we'll see if anybody shows up to the stream here. In the meantime, I'll just talk through what I did. So yeah, you can see how with the connectors only connecting to the opposite laser. Oh. Oh my! Oh, now it is crap again. That's too bad. Maybe it's a Talos thing. Hey, Lauren. 88, dude. Yeah, getting up there. Okay. So yeah, I was in the middle of saying, I don't know if you heard me, but yeah, I looked at it offline during the week because I didn't want to sit here and be stuck on it for 2 hours on a stream. Yeah. Also, the game is really loud to me. Is the audio still balanced okay to you? Can you hear me over this? Okay. Need to look at that. I have the stream preview over there. Okay, yeah. Huh. I'm gonna adjust in game. Let's do 75%. Oh, you can see what audio device I have. I have a Behringer 404. Okay. Also, me. Why am I limited at like minus 15? I hate to turn the output gain on here. It seems excessive. But why am I stuck under minus 15, my own audio? They... Hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm not artificially turn down myself. No, doesn't look like it. Oh well. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I'll just get back to playing. It's probably a decent balance now, even if I am quiet. I got to this puzzle at the end of the last stream and I didn't know what to do on it. I had been drinking whatever, but it scared me enough because it was unique. And this is apparently the one puzzle that Ocean Drainer got a hint on of like all the DLC. So I kind of cheated a bit. I didn't look up any hints, but I did look at it like Monday or Tuesday or something. And with no distractions, it took me about 5 minutes to solve it. 5-10 minutes, I don't know. But it was not recorded. So that's unfortunate, and I'm sorry about that. Oh! Kitty! I was wondering what that was on my sleeve. Hey T. One at the old workshop. Yes, yes, yes. The fourth dimension. Yeah, I think I even mentioned it. Maybe I mentioned it at the end of that other stream. But the reason it's different is that on that one, little lasers would pop out whenever one activated, so it changed the condition of the puzzle. Alright, get down here. There you go. You should hang out right here. So, anyway, while respecting that general mechanic, I think I started looking at it just because it was tied to the opposite end laser. I looked at this first. I can remember like how I stepped through it. And it made this little triangle. Yeah. But it was like, I knew, obviously you need to light up these connectors if you're going to light up the target. So like this was a target at hitting, I don't know. I don't remember. There was like 2 steps, but eventually it was, now I can't help but just like do what I think is the solution. But this created that same dynamic. It was like I noticed that little triangle was being created. And instead of hitting like the opposite sides, you're creating the same dynamic, but you're now using this laser and that target on the outside instead of on the inside. But it's otherwise the same logic. So then it's just a matter of, since they're all lighting up, you just connect each one to its respective accessible target, and there you go. Now you have your little wheel going. And what's cool about it is the fans never turn on. Yeah, I never walked through here. I just saw that it worked. Yay. Okay.
All right. I think if you find one more, we can make this work.
It'll probably just turn out to be some old README file someone forgot in there.
Okay, and I was also too drunk to look at this. Okay, this one I have not looked at. I don't know this one. I mean, I did at the end of the last stream, but I was too tired I couldn't make heads or tails of it. Okay, so purple walls here, so these are not coming in. These connectors. It's interesting, this is a gate. I'm gonna trap myself in there. Hey, I did it. How do I back up again? Or no, is that the other game? Okay. So that doesn't connect there at all. Okay, but then that does. But that needs to go across. Hey, Sunflash. Oops. Did I get trapped in here again? Okay. That needs to go. That's already weird. Because this side's blue. Once I get this open. Oh, but it's only red. It's only red. I thought I needed both sides. It's just that one side. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's what I'm doing here. It doesn't look easy because eventually I do need to switch it across to the other one. Got to get in somehow, and I don't want to open that. But that doesn't stay. See, now both of these are closed. Opening these two. How does this even open? I mean, just by rule, like, what does it want me to open? Oh, here. Okay. Another one of these. See, right now, both of these are closed. So I can't get out to adjust those things. So it's all about creating the proper... Is this one connected directly up there? Okay, it is. Okay, so yeah, that's an inherent problem. Okay, so if I want, so the goal is to get red to hit this, to hit that. Is this necessary? I do feel like there are a lot of options here. I don't feel like I'm out of options. I just haven't properly explored them. Okay. See, once I hit that, well, that one is closed. Okay. See, like, this is shielded away, right? So any blue, this is the only blue laser that's accessible to the connector. Because these run underneath these gates, so you can't. Sort it out that way. does look like it's... Yeah, where is the opening? There has to be some... Because it's like... They have all these little safety measures put in place so you don't actually do what you want to do. Gate is on those. Oh, I'm just gonna have to do this. Get it this way. T, what is a social rule manipulator? I'm wondering if there's some way like that kind of thing happens. They're doing this to what end? Eventually we have to lead this to your, whatever is currently happening. See, what's tricky is these stay shut. I have to stand here. And as far as I can tell, I can't also be standing in the way of any lasers to, like, resolve a beam crossing. So something has to be arranged properly, and then I go step on the button and things work out. This is what I have done before already. So you got banned from what exactly? Yeah, this one's gonna take me a while too. Because it seems like trace this backwards. Not yet. No, this is not alcoholic. I don't think I can afford to at this puzzle. Oh, really? I thought it was the first one was the easiest one. Can't get step in the way of it. And it turns off. Oh, I think I meant it. Yeah, I'm still gonna get. Okay. I probably just misremembered. Because you were probably the one that told me. Okay, so once you go beyond the rules, T, I mean, not you are beyond the rules. What I'm saying is, once the whole game is being played outside the scope of the rules, what's really going on is somebody there just doesn't like you. It's personal. They're looking for reasons. It has nothing to do with the rules. Like, the way the rules are supposed to work is, here's the list of commandments, and we apply them to people impartially and equally. But unfortunately, the way it works, all the way up, I mean, I think that I get suspicious this is the way this happens in corporate structures and politics too, where it really is just like, here's the rule set anyway, here's who I like and who I don't like, so let me use the rules list to justify how I treat them unequally based on my own personal preferences. Like, humans are gonna human. That's what they all do. I can't think of any tricks because I have to stand on this button and I can't access the connectors. I mean, you'd think that'd narrow it down, but like, it seems to narrow everything out. It seems to rule everything out. So you're kicked out of which Discord server? I know that there's like several. There's like the official Cyan, and then there's like Mysterium and probably a few others. I'm not in any of them anymore, so. Oh, okay. A small art server? I mean... Okay. He's getting 4 of these. Because it's not just 3 levels, it's 4, isn't it? This is what you have to do is that. See, I could go stand in front of one of the lasers. But these doors are blocked anyway when I Then you have 2 levels. It's not just this one. This is bizarre to me. Ultimately, obviously both of these gates need to be closed so these two can be open. In order to hit this needs to hit. So that doesn't even, you can't even like set that up. See, I can hit that beyond the door, but I can't hit that beyond the door. That's just illegal. Why is that illegal? All right, I guess that's not part of it. Whatever. Yeah, I agree. Every time you come with news like that, T, I always think, why would I want to hang out with these people in the first place? Ultimately, these both have to be open. He's super gamer. See, another thing that's throwing me off, maybe potentially, is this name Step by Step, which makes me think that I needed to come back out there with every step I unlocked. But maybe that's not right. See, if I could just switch the colors, then it's over, right? Like if red was consistently over here and blue was over there. Then there'd be no issue. But the problem is the colors are flipped. If the colors were flipped, then yeah, it just all opens up immediately. Which is why that seems wrong, right? Because how else would you be able to come back out? Yeah, this is the last puzzle of the first DLC, yeah. That's not enough time. See, it doesn't even acknowledge that exists. Yeah, the problem is the only connectors I have are on the far wall there. Can't bring them in here. This is bizarre. And I have to stand on this button. I think, unless there's some tool, some object I can pick up that I'm missing. I have to stand here in order to point any of these, hook up any of these lasers. This is the laser source. Outside the cage. I don't see a way to, you know, do like I did in the clockwork puzzle, where it was, you know, each laser had its own sort of automated time in the sun, right? What if this hit this? What if we just hit these? So I need red first, so let's block the blue laser, and then does everything kind of... why these wouldn't connect to each other. Okay. I think it's something like this where yes, let me you stand in the way of one and the colors flip. I think that's the idea. But do I need both of those necessarily? Maybe not. So let's see here. I got this 5. You only need 4. Need this. Need that. That. I think that's it. We do the same over here. You hit this. This. That one is the one we need. Now, get rid of the red laser here. Everything flips to blue. Laser. Red. Red laser. I think that flips blue. Ta-da! I did it! It ended up being very logical, believe it or not. It wasn't just
It is the
spam all of
moment
them.
after the last moment. I do not exist. I should not exist. Everything is dark, but there shouldn't be darkness. There should be nothing. And yet, I am. And in this impossible moment, there is a light. The light is a place. I see the light, but the light also sees me. It knows my name.
And we just ended up writing the Book of John again.
I reach out for the light, but it's too far away. Not yet, it says. Not yet.
So, not a read-me file then.
But what is it?
A mystery. Seems the universe still has a few of those in store for us. Well, we have plenty of time to think about it. 1K, time to come home.
Let's go home. Okay, sorry about that, Everett. I solved the puzzle and hit the cutscene right as you asked that. I have thoughts on the editing of the Myst series. What do you mean by the editing of the Mist series specifically? I may have a lot of thoughts.
Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou thinkest thou dost overthrow die not, poor death, nor yet canst thou kill me. From rest and sleep, which but thy pictures be, much pleasure. Then from thee much more must flow, and soonest our best men with thee do go, rest of their bones and souls' delivery. Thou art slave to fate, chance, kings, and desperate men, and dost with poison, war, and sickness dwell. And poppy or charms can make us sleep as well and better than thy stroke. Why swell'st thou then? One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die.
That top star. No. Okay, so that's the first DLC. So, yeah, I don't know, actually. I saw the announcement about, like, updating all the old versions, like the old original games, like the original Riven, the original, or there's no other, but they, like, made Myst 3 forward compatible and stuff like that. But I didn't see the thing about the novels, actually. I never got into that, so, you know, I try to make this clear. I do come at the Myst series from a different perspective than a lot of you guys, where I actually wasn't as drawn by the deep lore of the story as you guys. And I don't understand it on this detailed level as you guys do. I was more drawn to it for the really for atmospheric reasons. I like the atmosphere and I like the puzzles, and you know, I can enjoy some story as like some window dressing, right? And then you bring in Brad Dourif and he does, you know, an amazing job as an actor. And that's kind of the extent of where I'm at with that. Like, I never... And I feel almost a little out of place. And I'm always happy. You know, in my sub hangouts, I open the voice chat and everybody gets talking about it, and that's welcome. But I'm not as, like, knowledgeable about that. Definitely confirmed, yes. Casual Myst fan, that's me. I've never been in the closet about that. Oh, I didn't even know about the Middle East stuff. All right. Well, I am going to start the second DLC because I only solved 2 puzzles, so I'm going to keep going. But I think I am going to get something to drink here, which obviously puts a finite amount of focus I can put on the puzzles, but at least it should be I'll still be able to go a while longer. So this is awkward. The music ended, but the credits are still going. Is it the same credits every single time? Yeah, that's why you got to mix it with caffeine, Lauren. I think you're one of those people that doesn't have any caffeine, right? No, you're not. That's Moss. Yeah, I feel like though, Super Gamer, you know, like a little kid will you know, I really liked that book. I like looking at the pictures, right? You don't actually understand the story that's going on. That's how I feel. Like, oh, I just like looking at the pictures. Oh, I like the story just as much as anyone. Even though all I'm doing is looking at the pictures. All right, I will be right back. Give me a couple minutes. I will return and I'll start the next DLC.